It's important to look at what is owing to you and what you owe. And as we've seen from the bank reconciliation process, sometimes there could be revenue and expenses reconciled incorrectly, leaving invoices and bills outstanding. This leads to inflated revenue and expenses and an incorrect position of what's owing and what's owed. This means for your sales invoices, you may be chasing your clients for invoices that they've already paid, which is embarrassing and could cause a loss of confidence. And on the payables side, you could look at your payables and think, oh, whoops, haven't paid that bill, and end up paying something twice. So let's start by looking at your accounts receivable, and I'll switch over to the Xero demo file to show you. Now, to get to accounts receivable, we want to go up to business, invoices. And let's look at awaiting payments. This is everything outstanding to you according to Xero. So from here, you can filter your search based on a number of parameters, giving you a slightly different view of the same information. So you could search by your customer, or you could search by the due date. Or you could search a certain customer just to show their information. Now let's go back to seeing everything. Not being paid is one of the biggest disruptors to cash flow. So the first thing I do is go through what's outstanding and sort by the invoice date. How old is the oldest invoice? And we're not just looking here for things that may be incorrect, but we want to be chasing up those old invoices too. You've worked hard to provide a service, so you should be paid for it. This is where you can start on collecting what's owing to you. And then coming back to your oldest invoices, are there any here that are bad debts that should be written off? There's no point paying tax on income that you're not going to see. Or maybe you could arrange a payment plan with the client so that you can at least get some cash in the bank. Next, you want to check through all of the sales invoices and see if there are any credits, prepayments, or overpayments that should be dealt with. And to do that, we're going to click on the due field, and this will bring all of our credits to the top of the screen. Do refunds need to be applied? Or do you have outstanding invoices that should have prepayments or credits applied? And maybe this would be a good opportunity to look at the way you're invoicing and collecting your money. How quickly are you invoicing? Could you invoice more frequently? Could your invoicing system be optimized? And how are you collecting your money? Are you making it easy for people to pay by giving them plenty of payment options? Maybe you could implement a payment gateway such as Stripe or Go Cardless. There's lots of opportunities here. Now let's look at your accounts payable. And to do that, we want to go to business, bills to pay. And we're going to look at your bills awaiting payment. Again, you could sort by the bill date or by the supplier, whatever is going to give you the information that you want to see on the screen. Review what you owe to your suppliers. Are there bills there that have been paid with cash or with personal funds, but are still shown as outstanding? Are there credits outstanding that haven't been applied or refunds received? Are there large bills outstanding where you could speak with your supplier and maybe put a payment plan in place? And with the end of financial year in mind, make sure that you're capturing all of your bills. If you've got somebody working on a project for you, can they get it done and billed to you before June 30? Again, there's lots of things to consider here.